well, my toilet broke and I had to fix the toilet. So I guess I learned probably when I was like 5 or 6. I took lessons for a couple of years and then I just played after. I guess it's kind of like expressing yourself. I mean, there's different moods and that kind of thing, but it's more that you can take something, you can take a song, or I guess you could take a feeling, and you can try it and you can see what happens, and then you can make changes to it. So for example, I heard that there are some birds that can have 2 voices simultaneously. Like they don't have 2 voice boxes, but they can voice 2 different sounds simultaneously. And so I tried it on the piano, and I can make a song that sounds like a bird. I have 2 things going simultaneously. And then I can wonder, well, if the bird sings in the, like in a major key or a minor key, how would that sound different? And you can try variations of things and you can just see what happens. And you know what happens if you mess up on piano? It doesn't matter because it just sounds. And you just do it again. And then you see what happens from that. So that's a benefit of piano versus installing toilets.
Madison Hannon. I like to paint a lot. I also like to draw, mostly like acrylics and watercolors, but I really like to do mixed medium and add like a bunch of found objects into paintings that I do. I feel that painting gives me a way to express myself. I feel like a lot of people say that, but what I really enjoy about creating art is being able to make people happy through it. So capturing a moment or an emotion or really anything and being able to like express it in a way that they couldn't express it and give it to people that they love or people that I love. And it just communicates emotions in a different way, and I really like that.
Hi, I'm Miss Kurica. Definitely something I do that expresses myself is through my fashion. Ever since I was younger, I've always loved clothes. I always loved dressing up. And then as I got older, I just kind of started to get more into kind of what the trends were, where the fashions were. Even in these days of like Pinterest and Instagram, like I follow fashion bloggers to kind of see what the most upcoming clothes are. Every time we travel out of town, like to New York or like we went to London this summer, I kind of looked ahead of time to see what was kind of most fashionable there, and I kind of bought things there that I thought would kind of just complement my style. So I just think fashion's a good way to kind of show your personality, and it doesn't have to be like expensive fashion. It can just be, I get a lot of things that aren't hugely expensive, like from Target, from Forever 21, but just things that kind of express my style and kind of show my personality through what I wear.
I'm Miss Lear. I decorate cakes and make cakes. Oh wait, shoot, I messed up. I was supposed to say all the other stuff. Dang it. I do a few things. I used to like to write, and I play music. I can play the piano, I can play the guitar, but my most recent hobby is that I started decorating cakes. My aunt is a really awesome cake decorator. She wins prizes and comes in first place all over the country, and I've always thought it was an awesome hobby, and why pay somebody to do something that you could do yourself? And so I've been looking for a creative outlet, and it seemed like an easy fix. My husband surprised me with this stuff, and I've been having fun for the last few months making cakes.
My art is cooking. I have 3 brothers and cooking for them, and they would come home and they thought it was the greatest thing that I would make lasagna. Just pleasing my family. I think that was the best part, and still to today with my kids and my grandkids, I still love making them happy. That's my favorite part. I still love making soups and gumbos and roast and crawfish bisque and the traditional New Orleans food. That's still my favorite. I printed a cookbook. It's hardback, it's about 265 pages, and I'm gonna have a book signing in the fall at Little Miss Muffin, and a friend of mine owns Little Miss Muffin. She graduated from Mount Carmel. My girls, they would constantly, when they were in college, text me, what's your recipe for roast? What's your recipe for that seared tuna? How do you make that black bean salad? How do you make that Caesar salad? What's that dressing? And I was constantly emailing her, texting these recipes, and I said, wait, I need to put this all in one place. It took me a couple of years to do it, but I'm happy with the product.
My name's Joffrey Philibom, and I play French horn. I started in 6th grade, played all the way through college and graduate school. I've been in professional orchestras, and I still play now, but more for fun. It's a lot more fun when someone's not paying me for it. Before I ever started playing French horn, I learned music on the handbells. Originally, I learned to play by shapes and colors, and then I played all the way through college as well, and I got to travel the world. I got to go to as a guest artist at the University of Puerto Rico, at Princeton. The group that I was in went to Europe every year. I didn't get to do that.
My name is Kelly Amstutz. My art is dance. I love dance because it allows me to express myself, and I love music, and I love being able to do it every day with rhythm.
I'm Mr. Helmstetter. I'm a teacher. I teach dynamics, and also I'm an administrator. I do like Come Lord Jesus and textbooks. I don't really have any talents, but I think y'all are interviewing me about my drawings and I dabble in comedy writing. Drawing's meaningful because I'm the least artistic in my family, and like I always rub that in my face as like I grew up. So now I can like draw like somewhat good, like a little bit better than a kindergartner. I can only draw when I'm like relaxed. So I'll be honest, a lot of times during like faculty meetings, I'm still paying attention, but I do like to draw because I can like actually relax and don't have to like worry about things at that moment. The only thing I know about comedy is the key to comedy. Timing!
Who are you?
I am Miss Lambert.
What is your hobby?
My hobby is dancing. Crew that I participate in, Sirens of New Orleans. We dance in Mardi Gras parades. Super fun. We do 3 Mardi Gras parades a year. So I've danced my whole life. Whenever I was a child, I did like tap and ballet, jazz, and all that stuff, and it was super fun. In high school, I did a dance team and the flag team. As I got older, as an adult, one thing that I really missed was dancing, and I found adult dance classes. When my friends moved to New Orleans, we'd just kind of be out and about, and I would see all these adult dance crews at parades, and I was like, dude, I could totally perform. And so we were out of Orpheus, actually the Orpheuscapade, and I saw Sirens come through, and I was like, I want to dance with them. They look super cool, they look like they're having so much fun. So I auditioned, and I got in, and it was super fun. It's given me a community of women here in town, so we dance together, we goof off, we have a lovely time, and then we do get to parade. We get to put on all the glitter and sparkle.
I'm Bridget Gillane, and I teach art 1, 2, 3, and 4 here. I'm an artist. I have been an artist since I was little, and actually I always tell my students this story. Instead of lemonade stands as a kid, I actually had craft stands, and I sold crafts outside of my parents' house. Making art for me is just, it's a great outlet. You know, as a human, we experience a range of emotions, and creating art is a great way for me to express that. It's actually a really great way for me to process a lot of the emotions that I, just go through on a day-to-day basis, or also to like celebrate good things. I also feel that art making, for me, painting specifically, is a way for me to capture things that I think are really beautiful.
That I create art through helping other people be creative. Being class moderator allows me the opportunity to work with a group of girls and encourage them to think outside the box. So for example, picking a Spirit Day theme or a Gym Day skit idea. I like the spark that I see in their faces when something just clicks, and I know that the art of Spirit Day or the art of a skit isn't like a physical piece of art on a piece of paper, but what it does is that it creates joy through a performance, and I think that my guidance, or hopefully I'm guiding them to create something that means something to them, means something to the people watching, and for just a few minutes transports people away to maybe another time or another place. I always tell the girls with Spirit Day, your costume is one thing, but it's also half your performance, and for 10 minutes you get this really awesome opportunity to entertain people and to bring a smile to their face and hopefully a few laughs. And so I think that that's sort of how I seek to create art, is through